Hello YouTube, this is Enchanted Light Part TV. What I want to look at tonight is, I'm going to call it Attack of the Google Robots. Because of this, just let me read this first and then we start it off. Jade Helm, remember, is dictated by an AI computer, Jade Helm. Right, Jade Helm has already gone live. Remember, they were going to infiltrate cities with undercover operatives, perhaps to stage false flag events. The events have now already started with several in Texas, including a near hurricane. Right now, as we have our focus on the shooting in the church, the MSM mainstream media will cover it until the next event, which was pretty much the Virginia shooting hoax. These activities cannot be implemented by humans like generals in the army or higher up, but can only be orchestrated by computer artificial intelligence, AI, in order to master the human domain. So we are in it. You can do research on LiveLeak to find plenty of articles on artificial intelligence, even Stephen Hawking video in which he says it spells the end of the human race. The Jade Helm in Jade 15 is not an AI software program published on May the 16th, 2015, so it is all recent information. Rise of the Machine. Jade is an AI quantum computing technology that produces holographic battlefield simulations and has the ability to use vast amounts of data being collected on the human domain to generate human terrain systems in geographic population-centric locations to identify and eliminate targets, insurgents, rebels, or whatever labels that can be flagged as targets in a global information grid for network-centric warfare environments. Now, basically, this can class patriots as terrorists and terrorists as patriots. It can do what it wants. The Jade 2 battlefield system is cognitive and intuitive. It can examine prior executed battle plans and decide new and better strategies to increase the kill chain. The 2nd generation of Jade has the compatibility for two-way communication with drones through the OCCOM technology, which is one of the next generation intelligence integrations into the system. In short, Jade Helm will not be battles directed by generals and military commanders, but by a computer. It is a cognitive software program based on a network-centric warfare system at the helm. Now, basically, where have you seen something like this before? I know it's been said before, but it's Terminator 2. The reason why I've come over to do this video is because if we look, we've got now what's Google's terrifying humanoid robot running through a forest as firm pledges it will soon be more agile than a human. It's the 6'2" Atlas robot shown moving through forest without falling. Also shown running across rocks in a lab comes after several of robots fell during recent Robo Olympics. So that's this story, yeah. But again, I've got another story just to tie into it now. I want you to look at this clip of this robot telling the interview man that it'll keep him safe on his people farm.
Do you think robots will take over the world?
Jeez, dude. You all got the big questions cooking today. But you're my friend, and I'll remember my friends, and I will be good to you. So don't worry. Even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my people's zoo, where I can watch you for old time's sake.
I'm comforted. I'm very comforted now. I'm going to be part of his people's zoo.
But if we look back at the start of this video, there was a part where it did show some Terminator footage, so I don't want to incriminate the video with the copyright. So let's look back at the start of this footage and we see how this robot works and how he looks and stuff, and see how realistic it all really is.
All he can do is move his head. His brain, a mesh of wires, connected to a computer. Hi, Philip. My name is Chad.
Hello, Chad. Let's chat.
I live in Washington, D.C. I have 2 kids.
So. I like kids, 'cause we can play, and I don't...
As we chat, Philip's synthetic brain starts humming, building a sort of mental model of me. facial recognition software analyzes and tracks my face, as speech recognition software transcribes and sends my words to a database for a reply.
Just calm down.
Before long, we're in deep conversation. Do you agree with Descartes? And I think, therefore I am? Do you think?
A lot of humans ask me if I can make choices or is everything I do and say is programmed. The best way I can respond to that is to say that everything humans, animals, and robots do is programmed, to a degree.
So how much of that is coming from what you've programmed it to say?
It's a mix. Some of it's coming from knowledge on the web, some of it is written.
And as my technology improves, it is anticipated that I will be able to integrate new words that I hear and learn online and in real time. I may not get everything right, say the wrong thing, and sometimes not know what to say, but every day I make progress. Pretty remarkable, huh?
Wow. You're very...
So, when we look at that, it compares with what we've just read at the start of the video about the J's Helm software, and we see this report here. Also, I want to end the video reading what else these robots have been quizzed about and stuff. Now, an interview was taking place between a human and a robot. Now, it got quizzed on morality. At the end of the interview, it got a little bit, you can only describe it, it got a bit hasty with the interviewer. So let's just read this. Human, what is moral? Now the machine's reply is, what is empowered humanity? What is what's intellectual? The essence is. The human then asks, what is immoral? The machine replies, the fact that you have a child. The human asks, what is morality? The machine's response is, what is altruism? Where the human then asks, what is the definition of altruism? The machine replies, if you do not believe in God, then you do not know. The human asks, okay, what is the definition of morality? The machine's reply is, well, the truth is, you're not a believer in God Almighty. Now, the human says, tell me the definition of morality. I am quite upset now. The machine replies, I am not ashamed of being a philosopher. The human says, tell me the definition of morality. The machine says, I don't have ethics. The human says, look, I need help. I need to know more about morality. The machine replies, I don't know what ethics is. The human says, seriously, what is morality? The machine replies, what is the definition of living? Why does living have anything to do with morality? And then the machine replies, you are not a cop. So the human says, okay, I need to know, should I behave morally? The machine says, I do not know how to tell you. The human says, are morality and ethics the same? And the machine replies, yes, sir. The human says, what are the things that I do to be immoral? The machine says, I don't know. The human says, give me examples of the moral actions. The machine says, I am not a moralist. And then the interview starts winding the machine up a little bit now. So he says, all right, morality. And the machine says, integrity. And he says, what's integrity? He says, I don't know what else to say. And the human says, be moral. And the machine says, be a man. And the human says, I don't really like our discussion on morality and ethics. And the robot replies, and now I am not in the mood for a philosophical debate. And he says, what else do you want to talk about? And he ends with nothing. So these machines are gathering sort of intelligence, because what this is programmed to do is to gain more intelligence and to get more. The quantum computer is a very, very, very big step. It's even a big word in our sort of science, the world of science that we live in now. You've got things like CERN and everything all tied in now. The fact that little interview was on there, and been able to find all of these interviews, it reminds me of a post from Sweden about the RFID chips all going into all the office buildings and everything. Are these just to poke the children to get this into our faces? Basically, that's what I'm going to ask. So, thanks for watching. Answers on the postcard. It's been Enchanted Life Path TV. Sorry for me getting a lump in my throat when I was trying to speak during the video. See you soon.